Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special night of programming here on Blue Ridge PBS. It's a very, very special night, as I said. My name is Will Anderson. I'm the president and CEO here at Blue Ridge PBS with my very good friend Lisa Fenderson, our executive producer.
Hello there. We are so happy that you're able to join us. We hope you stick around with us for the next hour because we're doing something very special, very different.
Yeah, let me explain that to you. What it's all about is Blue Ridge PBS has decided that we, as a nonprofit, we wanted to partner with other nonprofits within our region and sort of help give them an opportunity to be exposed to the public and tell you what they do and how they do what they do, and give back to the community that way. And tonight we've chosen a really good nonprofit to partner with. It is
Feeding Southwest Virginia.
Yeah,
I know.
And I have to tell you, I went to the grocery store today. I was in Kroger and I found myself just looking at some of the empty shelves that are there, and I found myself saying, well, I wish they had this for me and I wish they had that for me. But at home I have plenty of food, Lisa.
Right.
And it made me think of what we're going to do tonight. There are so many people in our region that are hungry and don't have the means or opportunity to get food. And so tonight, that's what we're all about, helping Feeding Southwest Virginia tell you exactly what they're all about, while you can also keep your membership at Blue Ridge PBS active, and you can join Blue Ridge PBS and get something there as well. So give back. And Lisa, there's a special level tonight only.
It is at $80. So let me tell you, one-time gift at the $80 level. Can you believe that this gets you, not only does it get you a membership to Blue Ridge PBS Passport, a one-year membership, but you will be feeding 100, or basically providing 100 meals at the $80 level. That's what we mean by partnership with Feeding Southwest Virginia. You're supporting two nonprofits here, and we're getting the word out about all of the fantastic work that Feeding Southwest Virginia does.
And these are healthy meals. These are meals that actually, it's a true meal, and I don't know how they do it, Lisa, but they do. And that's what $80 from you tonight, a one-time gift tonight. We're not doing the sustaining level, a one-time gift for $80 tonight. Get your membership to Blue Ridge PBS taken care of, and as well, you're Feeding Southwest Virginia. 100 meals. Now, what we've done, first time in a long time, we have live operators in the studio waiting to take your call right here at the number 866-624-8366. Text or call. They'll answer your phone. That's we haven't done that. The live phones in several years now. They're right here in the studio, so you're going to want to do that. Just make that call. There they are right there. Everybody wave. Yeah, you're there, and they're waiting for your call. 866-624-8366. Lisa.
Right. Well, I was just going to say that we have four fantastic folks with Feeding Southwest Virginia that are going to be coming up in just a bit. But before we get to them, we want to show you and tell you the story of Feeding Southwest Virginia and all the fantastic work that they do.
Here's what's going on.
Take a look.
Every meal has a story. Whether it's a family recipe that's passed down for generations, learning to cook independently for the first time, or working to end hunger for those in your community. Food is so many things to so many different people, and everyone has a story to tell, including us. As we celebrate the 40th anniversary of Feeding Southwest Virginia, we want to share that story, a story retold on thousands of tables across our region.
There's so many people out there that do have to choose between their medications, their heat, and food.
1 in 8 people in Southwest Virginia struggles with food insecurity, meaning they don't always have access to food they need to lead active, healthy lives. When families face unthinkable choices, Feeding Southwest Virginia provides a safety net they can fall back on to keep food on the table. The impact of job loss, reduced hours, quarantine, and a myriad of other challenges are still being felt in many homes in our region as a result of the pandemic. Thankfully, we've been able to step in and step up on the front lines. But facing challenges is not new to us. We've been doing it for 40 years, from the flood of 1985 to the 2012 derecho.
Southwest Virginia was facing a lot of challenges with the downturn in the coal industry and other business decline, so it was already a challenge to get the food to people that need it. We've had challenges, natural disasters, human disasters of not having enough money to do what we needed to do sometimes. And of course, in the last year, the face of COVID, the epidemic, which has affected not only our people, but all the volunteers that work at our agencies, and it's made it very challenging to continue to get food out. People still are hungry, still need to eat.
But what has kept us going is our dedication, passion, hard work, and the right leadership.
What makes Pam special is her passion about the mission of feeding the hungry or people that are food insecure. She brings that passion to all around her, including me. I mean, it's keeps me going when things look dark sometimes. You know, we just have a faith that things are gonna work out and kind of keep working at it, and they have worked out.
Pamela Irvin, our president and CEO, she has just been absolutely amazing, and she has such a passion for feeding the hungry. And her unwavering passion, it pushes us every single day, the whole team, to do the very best that we could do to feed the people.
Feeding Southwest Virginia helps in some of the most impoverished communities in the Commonwealth. Communities where resources are lacking, where people often feel forgotten, and where we're the only food opportunity that they have.
We serve 26 counties, 10 of the poorest in the state, with some of the highest food insecurity numbers, yet with probably the least amount of resources in the entire state.
We have so many rural areas that is practically inaccessible to people that are needy. They have to travel for miles and miles and miles to get some assistance sometimes.
It really helps me out a lot, and I pick up for several people that live near that are aged or don't have transportation or disabled, and it's really important to them.
Helps a lot on that grocery bill.
We'd be lost without it, you know.
We work with other hunger relief partners to find new solutions, shorten the line, and find innovative ways to get food from where it's unwanted to where it's desperately needed.
I'm a social entrepreneur. We are always reinventing our organization based on relevancy in the communities we serve and the people we endeavor to reach. And that has kept me intrigued, but I'm very passionate about the work we do.
I'd like to think that we'll end hunger over the next 40 years, but seeing how that hadn't happened in the last 2,000 years, it's probably unrealistic to think it's going to happen in the next 40 years. So we want to make sure that we're involved in being the most efficient and effective organization to continue to provide food to people in need.
As we celebrate our 40th anniversary, we look back at our organization's accomplishments with gratitude for the efforts of our volunteers, the generosity of our donors, the vision of our founders and board, and the daily opportunity to serve.
My journey here has been so rewarding. I love coming into work every morning, and when I go home every afternoon, when I'm walking out that door, I know that I've done my very best for that day to help, and we're all a team.
First and foremost, we want to celebrate the hard work. We want to recognize individuals. I've always said this work is not for a Lone Ranger. It really is for everybody that's helped us every day, every step of the way.
Feeding Southwest Virginia has done a lot over the years, and as time has changed, so has our focus.
Well, the future's a little different. It's not getting more food to more people, even though we need to do that as well. We're using food as medicine, and because of that, we're working with healthcare partners. We want people to have the adequate, nutritious food they need to prevent or to help treat their illness. And then we have a mobile marketplace where now we're diversifying our food streams, knowing that we have less donated food coming in. So we'll be able to provide SNAP recipients. They'll be able to purchase food from our mobile marketplace. Then we're also looking at other ways that we can reach individuals directly, serving them. Our Cafe to Grow, our foodie truck for children, being able to provide hot meals to children where they live, taking that truck into low-income communities. So we're looking at diverse ways that we can reach more people, not just provide more food, but to provide better food to improve their quality of life.
Feeding Southwest Virginia is making a difference in the daily lives of so many people across our region. As we celebrate our 40th anniversary, we invite you to be a part of our story.
Every meal has a story.
Every meal has a story.
Every meal have a story.
Every meal has a story.
Absolutely every meal has a story. And you're actually going to hear some of those stories. We actually have some more content coming up a little bit later on, people that we went out and were able to interview and get some sound bites from. And I'm telling you, it's hard to hear sometimes.
And Lisa, I know there's a lot of things going on in the world today. There's a lot of things happening. I know that's on everyone's mind, but this is something that's happening in our region, and it's very, very, very important, and it could get worse with the way things are going in the world. It could absolutely get worse. So now's the time to go ahead and make that donation right here at Blue Ridge PBS. Take care of your membership, of course, with Blue Ridge PBS. You get Passport, which is wonderful. That's all the local programs and all the national wonderful programs that you see on PBS. So you get something back, but you're also giving, and because we're going to make that donation over to Feeding Southwest Virginia that's going to feed 100 people. I mean, it's not, your $80 donation tonight, your $80 by calling the number right now at the bottom of the screen, 866-624-8366. We're not combining it to serve 100 meals. That makes 100 meals right there. Every person that calls and makes a donation tonight, that's another 100 meals that are going to people that need it right here in Southwest Virginia.
And you're so used to hearing from us, asking for your financial support for Blue Ridge PBS, but this time, again, we're doing it just a little bit different. We're helping support other important organizations in our region, and like I said, Feeding Southwest Virginia is who we're doing this.
And there's not very many direct opportunities that you have at home to give directly to Southwest Virginia. This is one of those times. Now is the time. 866-624-8366. Be a part of what we're doing here. Be a part of something great. Be a part of the community. Help those people in need. It is a direct response to what's happening in our... Did you see the map? The map of what Feeding Southwest Virginia, the place they cover? It is exactly the same coverage that we're responsible for broadcast-wise, public media-wise, here with Blue Ridge PBS. That's why it's the perfect place, the exact place. So let's take a moment.
Yes, yeah. What I wanted to do is wanted to introduce you to sort of our special guest host, if you will, Michael Hemphill.
Oh yeah, Michael. Now, when we started our resurgence in our production department, our education department, and what we do here at Blue Ridge PBS, we needed content partners. And up pops Michael Hemphill. He says, what do you think? I'm telling you, Michael Hemphill is one of those people within the community that actually cares and does something about it.
He's blushing over there.
I know, but he does something about it. And when we talked about this tonight, I mean, he has the program Buzz
for Good.
And that's the company, Buzz for Good. He's the creator and the host for Buzz. And he said, let's do this, and I want to be a part of it. So Michael, let's talk with your special guest over there, and thank you for being a part of this tonight.
Well, thank you so much, Will, Lisa. I really appreciate that. And yes, Buzz, one of the highlights of our TV show Buzz that airs here on Blue Ridge PBS in 2021 was the episode that we did on Feeding Southwest Virginia, celebrating its 40th anniversary. And I have here with me the star of our episode that you just got to see on that video, and that is Pamela Irvin, the president and CEO of Feeding Southwest Virginia. And Pamela, I mean, when people think Feeding Southwest Virginia, they've got to think you as well, because you have been part of Feeding Southwest Virginia for the entire 41 now year history. So welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to be with you again, Mike.
Well, it's good to be here with you as well. And I mean, some of the stats that we saw from that video from our episode, 26 counties.
Yes.
So a huge geographic area. More than 100,000 individuals a month that you're feeding in our region. It's 380 partner agencies throughout the area, and $30 million worth of food each year you are distributing to the community.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
Yes. Takes a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, our communities have really supported us in so many different ways.
Well, and it's volunteers, it's donors, it's, I mean, on and on down the line to help make this organization all that it is. You know, I think the video did a great job describing the work that the last 40 years, but one of the most challenging things over the last 2 years certainly has been COVID. Talk about how the organization responded during COVID.
Well, we had to pivot overnight to pop-up distributions. We have mobile food pantries that directly serve individuals, but we use data of unemployment and food insecurity numbers, and we targeted those areas. And we took tractor trailers into those areas and partnered with the communities and fed hundreds of individuals, and they stayed in line sometimes for hours to get their food.
Yeah, wow. And so, I mean, but y'all stepped up and you responded and you took care of our families and our community throughout that time. I hope that we're now kind of getting on the other side of COVID. What is it looking like for the next 40 years for Feeding Southwest Virginia?
I don't know about 40 years, you know, but I do know that we've increased our children's programs, particularly in Southwest Virginia, and that's been part of our strategic initiatives for some time. So we opened actually a children's feeding kitchen down in Southwest Virginia.
Wonderful.
In our Abington facility. And we launched our mobile marketplace, as we talked about last year, and we have 2 units, mobile grocery stores going into communities where people are getting free food, and then they can purchase with SNAP benefits or with debit additional food, so we can reduce transportation challenges.
Which is so important now with gas prices going up, being able to bring the food to people in these food deserts that they may not have access to that.
Yes, we're a little worried about inflation and cost, but supply chain as well. It's very challenging right now.
Well, thank you so much for all the work that you guys do, and looking forward to hearing from some of your colleagues in the effort. And now back to Will and Lisa.
Thanks so much, Michael. I'm telling you, tonight we're going to stamp out hunger in Southwest Virginia.
Absolutely, absolutely. But we can't do it unless you pick up that phone, go online, hit that QR code, because we need your help. We have to do this together, and that's why we've come together, Blue Ridge PBS and Feeding Southwest Virginia, partnering together to do some good and give back to the communities that we serve. And the way that you can do that is at the $80 level. At $80, what you're going to do is feed 100 people. That's part of our mission, right?
Right, that's exactly right. Our mission here at Blue Ridge PBS has changed over the past couple of years. You know, with the pandemic, we sprung into action. We changed everything we do here. We've given you everything we can possibly do. And you know, Blue Ridge PBS only has 18 employees. You know,
right.
Do you know what it takes to run a TV station? What it's supposed to take to run a TV station? It's supposed to take over 100 people to do what we do. Our people are fantastic. So what we've done, we have 5 broadcast channels and 4 streaming channels. That is unheard of. We have Blue Ridge PBS, what you're watching right now, Southwest Virginia PTV. I know you like to watch the news hour sometimes at 7 o'clock, and so it's there on Southwest Virginia PTV. We're always here for kids because we are your kids station with PBS Kids. PBS Kids has a 24-hour-a-day, 7 days a week, and it streams as well. Create. That's all about the arts and how to. And then we started in June. Echo, I'm so proud of
your
Echo.
Baby.
Yes,
I know.
Echo stands for exactly what we're doing tonight. It's exactly what our mission is. It stands for education, community, health, and opportunity. And you have an opportunity tonight to stamp out hunger or help those people that need it so much. 100 meals tonight for every $80 donation, every single $80 donation. I know you're thinking, do I have $80 to give? But, you know, try. you know, help. Make it count.
It's
you
one
know?
time. It's one time, and it just, I mean, imagine 100 meals. It's just so hard to believe. And this is what's great about Feeding Southwest Virginia. They're a nonprofit, but every dime, every penny, everything they take in goes out to the community, and they do such a great job of really just spreading out those meals and really getting a bang for their buck, if that makes sense.
When you go back over and you see Michael over there and you see that nice set that you created there with all of the canned goods and everything,
right?
Those cans go right back to Feeding Southwest Virginia.
Absolutely.
Those are not props. That is food that goes to Feeding Southwest Virginia, and they know that, and that's.
And a special shout out to Kitty that you saw in this story, because she was a great help, and again, they have to account for every single thing, and everything that came out has to go back. And so, yeah, it's just a fantastic organization, and I'm so very proud. We have to credit Susanna Corey and Richard Bennett for coming up with this partnership, because we're doing more than just asking you for financial support. We're asking you to support us and Feeding Southwest Virginia.
866-624-8366. The phone operators are here in the studio waiting for your call, and our special thank you gift for you giving during our Blue Ridge PBS Gives Back. There's our phone volunteers. They're waiting for your call. Just make that call, 866-624-8366, and just make the phones ring. Make them smile.
Absolutely.
Our gift to you when you do that is PBS Passport.
PBS Passport, a lot of people, very, very popular. It's our streaming service that offers both national programming and local programming. Some of our documentaries are on there. Some of our original programming is on there. So that's definitely one great positive, something that you get for that $80. But listen, I want to talk about one other thing, though. We were just talking about volunteers and, you know, our volunteers here. But also, I want you to kind of listen from some of the volunteers that work very hard at Feeding Southwest Virginia to get that food ready to go out the door.
One of the reasons why I volunteer for Feeding Southwest Virginia is I, as a child, needed food at some point, and we received food boxes. And I have been hungry, and I know what it's like as a child to be hungry and only have a few cans of food in the cabinet. So I feel very strongly about volunteering because I've needed the service, I've needed the food. So, and I don't want anyone else to go through what I went through and go hungry.
I saw the impact they had on the community, that my hours here were utilized, and I was actually making an impact in feeding families. I saw the work I did here in a 3-hour shift was very powerful and put food on people's plate that week. And that was eye-opening. You don't see that in lots of charities. You just hand over money and you hope it goes, but you could see it here. And that's just been huge for me in making me come back continually in my life. And it's a part of me now.
Yeah, it's been impactful just seeing the community actually come together and people wanting to help other people, because especially you see on the news, you know, there's so much just terrible news that you hear, and just seeing good just really makes me happy, and being a part of that, being able to help feed people who need it and seeing that it's actually going to them versus like charities where you don't even know how much of the money that you'd be giving actually goes to the cause. So.
Said that so well. She said that, I mean, you just can't say it any better. And I have to say also that we, as a team here at Blue Ridge PBS, will be going to Feeding Southwest Virginia and volunteering our time for the cause as well. So we're sort of walking, what is it, walking,
we're
talking the talk, walk the walk, there we
talk
go.
The
and
guys, we're gonna do this, guys, yeah?
Yes.
That's
I don't think they know it yet.
Yeah,
I don't think I've told them yet, but
well,
we're going to do that.
I heard they did say, you know, how can we get involved?
Yeah.
And Richard said he's going to set that up.
I think we have to. I think we have to help out whenever we can.
You know, and I noticed in the video that there are all ages that are helping with this. Now, I want to ask you, from me to you, you may already be a member of Blue Ridge PBS, and you may already have Blue Ridge PBS Passport, but you know, tonight is something special. If you can find in yourself to actually make a donation, an extra donation tonight of $80, let's make a good showing. Let's actually do something here in our community. Let's show our community that we're behind them, and when somebody needs a hand, we're here for them.
Absolutely.
You know, we're here, Blue Ridge PBS, we're here for you. Feeding Southwest Virginia is here. It's $80, a one-time gift. We're gonna give you passport. If you already have passport, that's fine. You know, just know that you've done something good for our community. It feeds 100 meals out of just this $80 donation that you're giving.
So little gives so much, and we can't do this without your help. So please just pick up that phone, that QR code. If you're not used to seeing the QR codes, just take your cell phone camera, point it at the QR code. It'll take you right to the donation page. We're trying to make it as easy as possible.
That's technology.
For you.
How's that work again? You pick your phone up?
And just on your
phone?
Your pad or your phone or your camera, just point it out there, and it kind of takes it from there. It's pretty easy to do. We can't make it any easier.
Pretty neat. That's pretty neat.
So,
okay, we're gonna go back over to Michael.
Guess what? We are gonna go back to Michael because he has another very special guest with Feeding Southwest Virginia.
And indeed I do. I'm here with my very good friend, Jim Pearman, co-founder of Partners in Financial Planning in Salem, a Southwest Virginia-based financial management firm. And it's a good thing that you manage money well, because you also give so much of your own personal money back to the community. I mean, there's no one, I think, with a bigger heart than Jim Pearman, who is we first got to know each other in Eastern Montgomery County on the Eastmont Community Foundation and Camp Altamont and the Virginia Tech Hoagie Club. And your tenure at Feeding Southwest Virginia is almost as long as Pamela's. You've been there for 31 years now as the board president. What inspired you to join the organization to begin with?
Well, 31 years ago, I was changing careers from banking and started a financial planning firm in Roanoke, and I wanted to get involved in the community. And a good friend of mine asked if I wanted to be on an advisory board for the local food bank, which I didn't know anything about it at that point.
Right.
I met with Pam, and as she has done for the 31 years, she inspired me to get involved. And the more I got involved, the more passionate I got about the mission of Feeding Southwest Virginia and the impact we were making on so many lives. I felt like my efforts were multiplied through the involvement with Feeding Southwest Virginia.
Well, I mean, the work that you guys have done throughout the years has been so impactful. Part of me, though, I got to admit, I'm a little outraged that we have to have organizations like Feeding Southwest Virginia just to provide food for people, which seems like it should be a basic right, especially in one of the wealthiest countries in the world. What's your response to people who say something like that?
Well, I think in any endeavor, there needs to be a guiding light or a centralized effort to bring people together to accomplish a mission. And I feel like the Feeding Southwest Virginia does that. We couldn't do what we do without all the volunteers, the great staff, the donors. So it's not just an organization. It brings people together. I wish we didn't have the issue of food insecurity and hunger, but we do, and we feel like it's our mission to improve the quality of lives in Southwest Virginia and help solve food insecurity.
Well, the organization that you and Pamela and so many others have put together is really awe-inspiring. I mean, there are thousands of people who are working throughout this part of the state trying to provide food for those who just can't afford it. Right. Through you on the board, the staff, the volunteers, the donors obviously being so critical to this effort, which is why we're thrilled to be part of this tonight. So thank you so much for all that you do for the organization, for all of your financial support. And speaking of financial support, Will and Lisa, back to you.
Michael, you're such a good guy. Don't you love Michael?
They're both great people.
I'm telling you, I'm so happy to be in partnership with Michael and Buzz. He's just one of those people within the community that inspires us to do things like this. And Feeding Southwest Virginia, there are so many people that need it all across our region. Now, there's a couple couple of places in South. They have 2 offices?
There's the Salem distribution, the Salem warehouse, and there's also one in Abingdon, and we're going to talk about that in just a bit because Abingdon's another facility. I mean, that part of the state, far southwest Virginia, it's just so underserved in so many ways, not just in the way of food and that kind of thing, but we're also talking about maybe even serving it that way.
I think that Blue Ridge PBS, because our coverage area goes all the way from up in the Lexington area, all the way through to Bristol and into the coal fields, you know, it's hard for us to get our producers out there. So my goal is to try and put a station out there in Southwest Virginia that can actually serve that region, and we'll do that again with your help and the help of the Commonwealth.
That'll be another show.
Absolutely. And so we want to make sure those folks in far southwest, in that Abingdon area also, because they're underserved and there's so much need. Can you imagine, I mean, can you at home actually imagine being truly hungry and not knowing where your meal is coming from? Can you just imagine that? I mean, I want to empathize, but there's no way.
Right.
I'm so lucky. I'm so blessed.
We've been very lucky, right.
Absolutely. And so tonight, for those of you who are blessed, as we are here in the studio, make that $80 pledge tonight. Come on, you guys can do that. It's 100 meals feeding Southwest Virginia.
Meals.
I mean, it's true meals. They buy the food, they make the meals, and they get it to the people who need it.
Right. And think about it, $80 if you were to go, you know, even to the grocery store, to a fast food place, there's no way you could serve 100 meals with $80. Feeding Southwest Virginia, they've got this down. They know how to do this so they can get as many meals as possible for that at $80 for the least amount of money. I guess maybe that's the best way to put it.
And it is. I mean, I look at it and I don't know how they do it, but they do it, and it's documented. They do it. It's not something that's just popped up. They've done this for 40 years,
a long
right?
time.
I mean, they've
Absolutely.
done it for forever, and so you're making a difference tonight because they need your help, and we want to show that Blue Ridge PBS members can come right on through and do that. So right now, $80 one-time gift, 866-624, I'm so excited, 624-8366, or use that QR code right over there. You can go to our website, but you know the phone operators are in there.
Give them
they're
something
ready.
to
Give
do.
them something to do. You know,
Come
show them
on
that you
and
mean
help out.
business.
Right.
Right.
Well, what we want to do now is, there they are. Look, they're on the phone. I love it. We need Claudia back there to get a call.
You're doing it.
You're doing it. Thank you so much. Listen, I want to take some time really quick because we talked about the 2 locations, the Salem location, and if you're not aware, there is an Abingdon location. Take a look at this and learn a little bit more about that.
Feeding Southwest Virginia is made up of 26 counties total that we cover. The Abingdon facility here covers 11 of those counties. We distribute food through different programs throughout our 11 counties that we serve. So we go to a far extreme, Southwest Virginia. Our coverage area is from Bland over to Lee County, which are some of the extreme and most poverty-stricken areas in Southwest Virginia. So the programs we have here, they really reach out to people that don't really have access to grocery stores or transportation to get to the grocery stores. So what we do here is our trucks and our mobile food pantry and our mobile marketplace reaches these people that don't have the necessary resources to get to the store to get the food that they need. Here in Abingdon, I have 15 staff members that help us distribute food out. It's a great team, great family. Everybody here comes in ready to go to work. You can tell it's a close-knit group. Everybody here is for the purpose of feeding people. They're very caring and want to help out the other person. So we cannot ask for a better family, a better organization to work for is Feeding Southwest Virginia.
Doesn't that make you want to call?
It does. I'm telling you. And that's why I felt like, and I think we felt as a group, when we see these videos, we edit these videos, we put this together, we felt like, oh, we want to be a part of that. We want to help Feeding Southwest Virginia. So we plan on doing that very much. And coming up a little bit later, we're going to hear some sound bites from a couple of clients, folks that really, really rely on Feeding Southwest Virginia, especially there in Abingdon. It's for some people, it's their only food option right now. And that's really sad.
And again, this is not a national thing. This is local. This is
here.
all happening right here. It has to be supported local. It is going to people who need it locally. And I mean, look, Blue Ridge PBS. I'm not somewhere in New York City. We're right here at Blue Ridge PBS, asking for your support, not only for us at Blue Ridge PBS, but for Feeding Southwest Virginia. Now, we'll give you something special. We'll give you a nice subscription, a 1-year subscription.
Membership, yeah.
Membership to Passport. Passport is a fantastic group of our programs nationally, regionally, and then our local documentaries as well are there. So you want to be able to do that, or that's the very least we can do is give you a subscription to Passport. Hey, you know what? There's Passport. We have information on Passport.
We do. Take a look at this.
Take a look at Passport.
This month in Passport on the PBS video app, your on-demand library for the best of PBS.
Jeans are the quintessential American garment.
By getting video footage, we might be able to unravel this mystery and figure out what they're doing.
Really think you can cross the entire globe in just 80 days?
Certainly, madame, or die trying. These and other shows from your PBS station are available with Passport on the PBS video app. Download it today.
I love it.
And that's your membership that we're going to give you tonight for Passport, for that $80 donation. And also, you have the streaming channels that come free from Blue Ridge PBS. Blue Ridge Streaming, Project Southwest, again, focusing on that much underserved area in Southwest Virginia is Project Southwest. And then Echo is obviously broadcast, and it's also streaming so that you can get education, community, health, and opportunity right there with those great new programs that we have on Echo.
So once again, at the $80 level, you're getting that streaming, that membership to PBS Passport. Everyone is loving PBS Passport because you get to see the national shows, the local shows, but you're also feeding 100 people, 100 meals, courtesy of Feeding Southwest Virginia. It's just an incredible partnership. We're so very excited, and we're so glad that you're along. Please give us a call right now. Again, we have those operators back there waiting for your call. Go online, or hit that QR code because we're making it as easy as we can for you to help out.
Yeah, so while you're dialing right now, we're going to give you an opportunity to go back and take a brief interview. What are you doing, Mike, over there? You're interviewing again? You have more people? Make that call, 866-624-8366, and here's Michael.
Excellent. So, when we think of Feeding Southwest Virginia, we're thinking about, giving out food to people who are in need. But they really are doing something pretty exceptional here in Roanoke at the Community Solutions Center, and we have with us Cheryl Mosley, who is the director of the Community Solutions Center. What is happening there?
So many things are happening. Thank you, Michael. So we operate several programs out of the Community Solutions Center. As Pam mentioned earlier, we always will be feeding children and helping the hungry children in our community. So one of our largest programs is our Children's Feeding Program, and we actually serve children across the city of Roanoke. We prepare meals fresh in our kitchen, so they're wholesome, nutritious meals that we serve throughout the city. We serve probably 550 meals per day, and in the summer that number goes up. We serve a lot of the summer programs, and so we add programs in the summer, and so those numbers go up. So we have an executive chef on staff, and we have folks in our kitchen who are making these meals with love, literally love, every day of the week for our children in the city.
Are the children coming to you, or are you sending the meals out to the children?
So we do both now.
Okay.
Actually, we've always sent the meals out to different sites across the city, but with COVID and when everything kind of shut down, we opened up. And so actually on our plaza, we're able to serve families and children that come to our door now. And I can honestly say that's been a silver lining for COVID because we were able to kind of get to know our neighbors even better that way and build relationships with the folks that are right in our community. Another program that I'm so excited about that we offer at the Community Solutions Center is our meal production training program. That program is actually a culinary arts type program where we're helping unemployed and underemployed individuals gain culinary skills, soft skills. We teach all types of fun foods, but they also have just a wealth of knowledge that they get. And one of the things that I'm so empowered by is that we're able to help them get a vision for their lives, get a direction for their lives that they may not have gotten before they came on board with us. It's a 12-week free program. They're all scholarshiped in. Because of our wonderful donors, we're able to provide all the services, and every supply they need is free to them. And so they actually even get a stipend while they're with us. And so when they leave, they receive their Serve Safe manager certification. They've gotten an education from one of Roanoke's top chefs. And again, they've connected. We help them build a network because we're connected to a ton of resources in the city. And so we're able to connect them as well. We also offer senior box feeding programs. Our seniors come to us, we love them, and we love on them. And so they come to the center once a month to pick up their food boxes. And again, we've gotten to know them. And if you don't have the basic necessity of food, that means there's a lot of other things in your life that you're missing. And so they've actually grown to be able to talk to us and tell us some of the other things that are going on in their lives. And we've been able to connect them to other resources. And so it's just been a blessing, to be honest with you. And we've got so many other things going on, but those are our 3 major programs. Pam always says she wants to dig deep in the community, and I think this has given us the opportunity to do that.
Wow, wow. I mean, incredible work that you guys are doing there just to nurture these people. It's not just food that you're providing them, but socialization. It's just so much more. So thank you for coming here and talking with us today. And back to you guys to raise some more money for us.
Hey, I have to tell you, I think we should call you Saint Michael, because honestly, if you haven't seen the Buzz show, you take a look at some of those great things that Michael does for the community, and it's all about nonprofits and how he can help them. I mean, sometimes they need rebranding, and Michael brings in people to volunteer to help do that kind of stuff. Michael, it's amazing. I want to be you when I grow up, Michael.
You're making him blush again over there.
I know. Listen, tonight it's all about feeding Southwest Virginia.
Right.
And for $80, it's $80. Even if you're already a member of Blue Ridge PBS, think about tonight maybe doubling your membership and being a membership, bringing your membership again up to date, or fixing your date to where it's today's the day of your yearly membership.
And maybe you can get, if you're already a member and you already have PBS Passport, maybe you can gift a membership to someone else.
I think Susanna could make that happen.
I think we can make that happen.
Exactly. And listen, right now, that makes 100 meals that you take care of with just that $80.
Yep.
Just making that phone call. I mean, you've done it. You can do it right now. Feel good about yourself. Go to bed smiling tonight, and just make those phones ring, because they're waiting for your call right now. Hey, I have to tell you, this is interesting, because when we did this sort of thing, Lisa did a lot of the segments. She went out and shot some of this stuff. You don't even know what I'm talking about, but here, Lisa, here in our break room, we have lots of things that we keep. We run on carbs and chocolate here at Blue Ridge PBS, but one of the things we have is Vienna sausages in our break room. Lisa sends me a text. She sends me a text from, I think, was it the Abingdon office?
No, it was the
Salem office. It's 2 pallets of Vienna sausages, and what it said was, "I found the mother load."
The mother load, yes. We love Vienna sausages. What can we say? But the point is, I was just overwhelmed by and impressed by that facility, and just so much food and so much that they do, and it's still not enough. I mean, even if it's a great big pallet of whatever it is, it's still not enough. And so we really need your help. There's a few folks, look, they're not on the phone. We need those phones to ring.
Make the call right now. Make the phones ring. Just stay right there and let's see, we'll get the phones ring. 866-624-8366. And the phones will ring, and they will take your pledge, and we will feed Southwest Virginia.
$80, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Exactly.
That feeds 100. That's 100 meals to folks who just really absolutely need those meals. And speaking of people who need those meals, I'm going to show you a little piece of video here that we spoke with a couple of people in the Abingdon area that really kind of tell the story of feeding Southwest Virginia.
I'm here today picking up some groceries from these good people at Feeding Southwest Virginia. It's my first time here. I heard about it from a friend, and I just want to say this means the world to people like me, getting help from people like y'all. I appreciate it, and I know a lot of people out there does, and I'm speaking for them. Thank you so much.
I've been coming here for 4 or 5 years now. I'm very thankful. I have 3 kids, and groceries are outrageous, and there's been so many times that I've came up here and they have helped me tremendously. So this is what I've been living off of, and I have a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 10-year-old. So, we would be scraping by with nothing, to tell you the truth. It says in the Bible, people starve in the land of plenty, and it's a beautiful thing to make sure that the community is being helped, Definitely, they're a good organization. Their food's always, you can tell there's always love put into it,
Oh, Lisa, that boy.
That was hard to edit. That was hard to put together.
Well,
but that's what it's about. That's what it's about. There's hundreds more people like her and like Mary that just really need that help and need your support. And that's what we're trying to make easy for you tonight to help at the $80 level.
The $80 level, 866-64-8366. That's the number to call to just get the food from Feeding Southwest Virginia to the people that need it. I'm so blessed, we're so blessed to have this group doing this. 100 meals for $80. They feed. I think they do a million. I think they do 1 million meals a year.
It's an outrageous number. I know that. And
Richard will probably give me that stat in a moment, but it's incredible.
It's an incredible number, and it still sometimes just isn't enough, and that's why we need to keep helping and need to keep raising that money and getting those meals and getting those supplied to them, because they can't do it by themselves. We have to help, and this is what we're doing. We're basically, our mission is to be public service to everyone, but we also want to be help other organizations and help other people make that different, make that happen.
And this is a good steward way of feeding Southwest Virginia. I mean, I had this vision of when, places like this, that they do prepackaged meals that are, no, they're making this, it's good food. I mean, it's real food that they're doing it and getting it to the people that need it, and there's so many people that do need it.
Right.
And I think it's so important, we're Blue Ridge PBS, we give you your public media, and we'll do that to the best of our ability, but this is something that we can't do without you and feeding Southwest Virginia. And so right now, tonight, $80, please, 866-624-8366. Text, donate, use the QR code, use the website. If you feel like you want to do some technology, do it that way. But pick up the phone wherever you are right now. 866-624-8366. Our operators are just waiting to help people, your neighbors in Southwest Virginia who need it. I promise you, this will go directly to them.
And again, don't forget, not only are you providing 100 meals, but you are getting PBS Passport. And if you already have PBS Passport, if you're already a member, then maybe gift it to someone who doesn't have that privilege of Passport, because it's a fantastic service. And here's a little bit more that you can see on Passport.
Life is full of choices, and right now your favorite member benefit, Passport, is offering more choices for you to stream.
Welcome to the club.
It's a beautiful thing. With cooking.
I gotta let it cook, but I keep wanting to smell it.
Travel.
And here we are.
Oh, yeah!
Documentaries.
I realized I could change the world.
And so much more. The choice is yours with Passport on the PBS video app.
That got me all
Okay,
excited.
I'm happier now.
Yeah.
Blue Ridge PBS Passport, and our mission at Blue Ridge PBS, again, is to help serve the community. We're never going to do a story that's going to be bad for Southwest Virginia. It's all telling the good things that are happening or have happened. We're the region storyteller. We're going to continue to do that with your help. And then we're going to do things like this. Blue Ridge PBS gives back. It's the first time we've done this, and I'm so happy that you're here tonight and helping us out. 866-624-8366, $80, one-time pledge tonight, and we will make sure each $80 pledge will feed 100 meals. We'll have 100 meals
Absolutely.
to feed Southwest Virginia.
Absolutely. That's the way that we can do it. That's the way that we partner to make these kinds of things happen, and we can't do it without you. So at $80, call, text, QR code, whatever the case may be, go to the website. We'll make it as easy as possible for you to be able to go in and make that pledge. And but hey, first, who do we have over here?
Oh, we have Michael.
We have Michael again.
Michael, I love the fact that Michael's a part of Blue Ridge PBS family. He's another person that we can rely on. We trust him, and he has his own show, and he gives it to us at Blue Ridge PBS.
That's
he didn't
right.
have to, but he knows that we mean business, and he means buzz.
No, thank you so much, Will and Lisa. And it's my privilege here to have as our final guest tonight from Feeding Southwest Virginia, Randy Holden, who is the Director of Volunteer Services. And Randy, when we were doing our episode on Buzz on Feeding Southwest Virginia last year, we went to Abington, and we were there. And while we were there at the distribution center, there was a church group from Richlands, I believe, who had driven like 2 hours from way far southwest in this old pickup truck, pulling an even older, ricketier trailer behind them. And they were there and they were loading up pallet after pallet of food and then hauling it back over these winding mountain roads, back to their communities to distribute it. I mean, it's incredible the work these volunteers for Feeding Southwest Virginia do. How awesome of a job do you have in working with the people who do stuff like that?
I know, it is an honor.
Yeah.
It's an honor to work for Feeding Southwest Virginia. What's interesting is the dedication that we have from our volunteers. And they're giving of their time.
Yeah.
There are extended arms. They are extending arms, because the programs that you've heard tonight, that we've talked about tonight, would not have the success if it wasn't for the hands, the arms, and the dedication of our volunteers.
How many volunteers are part of the organization right now?
We have a large database that we call upon. Each of our volunteers has a unique skill, an area that they're comfortable with, that they like to do. For example, we've heard about the kitchens, working in the kitchens. We have volunteers working in the kitchens. We have volunteers that go out on the marketing, our mobile marketing program, to afford those people that are in need an opportunity to expand the horizons that we have. We have volunteers that box and put those foods together. We saw a video of that earlier this evening. We have volunteers that put together food drives, and those food drives provide us with some of those canned goods and some of those resources that we can then use to feed members of our neighborhood.
Right. Not to mention all the volunteers who are working in the food pantries that you distribute the food to,
Absolutely.
and then get out to the communities. I mean, it's tremendous.
Yeah, it's tremendous, and we draw from our companies, the companies, businesses that are in the area. They'll use that volunteer opportunity for team building and bring a team in, maybe 25 volunteers at any given time. You mentioned churches. We are grateful to have the number of churches that come in. Again, anywhere from 15 to 25 members from churches, congregations will come and join us. And then it's just the onesies and twosies, the people that say, a lot of retirees have said, I'm tired of sitting in the house. I want to do something. We have college students from the local colleges that join us during spring break coming up. And it's interesting, Michael, that, in November and December time period, during the holidays, we had a large amount of volunteers that were coming into our place. But people are hungry in April and May, and people are hungry in August and September. And those volunteers are making sure that those people are getting fed.
Right. Well, thank you for all the work that you're doing to make this possible for these volunteers. So in addition to the volunteers that these organizations are providing, they also need their donations. And so, Will, Lisa, can you help us out with that?
That's right,
we
volunteer.
certainly can. Yeah, Randy, just don't forget, we're coming to volunteer. You got about 12 people here at Blue Ridge PBS that are coming to volunteer, so we'll talk later.
We'll get all 18. We'll
there you
get
go.
We'll get everyone out.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. And your support. Volunteers great, but cash helps. And making that donation tonight, that $80 donation, will feed 100 meals. It will make 100 meals to feed. Someone will call.
That's a good way to put it. Either way, 100 people are going to get meals, and that's what counts.
866-624-8366. Let me say it slowly. 866-624-8366. You can use your landline or your mobile phone.
Text it.
Text it if you want to. That's the way to do that.
But hey, QR codes. Again, you're starting to see more QR codes here on Blue Ridge PBS. When you see that on your screen, just point your phone or your iPad, whatever the case may be, open your camera app, and then just point it at, and that's it. It'll take you right where you need to go to make that donation. And again, we're just trying to make it as easy as possible to get you in, to provide that $80, because again, don't forget, you get Blue Ridge PBS Passport. That's the fun part of
That's
the whole
fun part,
thing. You
right.
get a fantastic service, but you're also helping 100 people.
All right, we're almost finished, Lisa.
We
We're almost
are.
at the top of the hour, and that's going to be the end of our show. But I have to tell you, you have that limited opportunity right now to show your support for Blue Ridge PBS Giving Back today. It is so important. Make that $80 one-time donation right now. The operators are standing by. That you hear that all the time, but our operators really are here standing by to take your pledge to Blue Ridge PBS. There they are. They're waiting. They're waiting for the phones to ring.
They need those calls.
They're back there in the conference room, socially distant, and still, you know, it's a tough time. I know things are going crazy in the world right now, but this is something that you can help. This is something you can do locally. We can't do things that are going to help things on the world stage right here from our living rooms, but we can certainly do something that can help stop hunger in Southwest Virginia, and that is our new governor. His wife has said that she wants to stop childhood hunger. I'm all about that, and so you know we'll let her know that we're doing this as well, and it's so important right now. 866-624-8366, $80. Come on, I know you can do it. Make those phones ring. They're there waiting for you.
We can't do it without you. And again, this is our first effort at partnering with other organizations in our region, because hunger is all over. It's in our neighborhoods, it's everywhere. So we want to do what we can. And speaking of doing what we can, we want to thank a few people who helped us do this tonight. The first being
Chicken Salad Chick. They
Love
actually,
them.
you know, they're brand new here in Roanoke, and I went to their opening day because I just
You like
love,
food?
well, yeah, I do like food, but it's because it's something new in the region. I wanted to see what it was all about, and I heard that they actually love to help the community.
Yes.
And we actually told them what we were doing tonight, and they said, okay, well, what we'd like to do is we'd like to take care of your entire crew and guests tonight. And they did.
It's delicious.
It is absolutely delicious. There's also one in Blacksburg, but
They're located at Tanglewood Mall, by the way.
Yeah, fantastic. Good. You say, how can someone who's just chicken salad, how can that survive?
Oh,
it's
so
great
good.
stuff.
It's
so
so
we
good.
thank them so very much.
And we also would like to thank our phone operators back there. They are all volunteers, and we certainly couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We would like to thank our guests, our folks, our fantastic folks with Feeding Southwest Virginia who
The
joined
wonderful
us here
St.
today.
Michael Hemphill.
Yeah, and Michael, of course, want to thank you, and tune into his show because his show is fantastic. And we have a great crew here. We're like a family, and of course,
the best public
everybody.
media family on the planet right here. Again, we're only 18 people, and we are just like a family. We fight like a family. We love each other like a family, and I mean
we give back like a family.
And we do, and I'm telling you, everybody here does 3 and 4 jobs. It's unbelievable, and I always invite people, if they want to come visit Blue Ridge PBS, our doors are open. If you make an appointment, it's even easier. We'll show you around, but we'd love to have you visit us here at Blue Ridge PBS. This is what we're all about now. Blue Ridge PBS, we want to give back, we want to give to the community, and we'll be all about it.
And thank you to the donors. Thank you for supporting us. Bye-bye.